When it comes to keeping our money local, our thoughts immediately go to dining and shopping. But what about drinking? Mark Roggenbuck. We don't get many Smiths on this show, just so you know. From the Grand Canyon Brewing Company is here to share some Arizona craft beers with us. Welcome to Sonoran Living.
Thank you.
Is this your first time on Sonoran Living?
It is, absolutely.
Right. Welcome. We love it when folks bring stuff to us and sort of introduce us to new things. So we're talking about the Big Red Pour, and I guess before we get into Grand Canyon Brewing Company, we should talk about the Big Red Pour. What is it? I know it has something to do with beer.
Right. It's really a craft beer festival that's held in conjunction with the Arizona Cardinals training camp up in northern Arizona. So the Big Red part of it is with the Cardinals, and it's a craft beer and food and music festival.
So how long have you guys been doing this?
This is the second annual, and we were lucky enough to attend last year.
All right, great. Well, I would think with so many people heading up to Flagstaff, A, to get out of the heat, and B, to sort of root on our Cardinals, this would be a great event.
Absolutely. It's a fantastic time to get out of the valley, get to some place where it's cooler, and then also to really have some other options other than just watching the scrimmage or just watching the football. So.
Right. A great activity for everybody. All right, so let's sort of dive in right here. You guys are going to be there again. And what can people expect when they go there? How many different beer crafters are there?
Right. There's probably close to 100 different types of beer that are going to be there.
Okay.
There's maybe about a dozen different breweries, maybe a few more than that. So there's really a lot of different options for what you can do when you get there. You obviously probably can't test all of the beers that are there. It's tough to go through 100 different samples.
Unless you really get a ride home.
And there are some people that'll certainly be enthusiastic and try to do that. But what I like to tell people to do is to really pick out several different breweries that you're interested in.
So this is where the strategy comes in.
Right, and then to go try those different beers and see the different styles that folks have, see what the different characteristics of those beers are, and then to compare them to other breweries that are also there.
Now, do you think if people are sort of fans with like the lighter ale, right? Mm-hmm. Should you just stick to the lighter ale, or if you're going to a crafting festival, maybe try?
You know, you should probably really, to get the best experience out of it, try all of the beers that you can, and not just try the ones that you usually drink.
Okay.
There are just so many different types of beers, and obviously there's a reason there's so many types, because people have different palates and different tastes.
You might find that you like something else.
Absolutely.
Well, let's talk about what you guys offer, because speaking of the different kinds of beers, it looks like you guys offer at least 4 of them.
Right. We've actually got 7 full-time beers, and then we do seasonal beers, but we're coming out with a new packaging option starting in a couple weeks. So for this festival, we're going to feature all 4 of our beers that are going to be in our new 12 packs, which is going to be called the Grand Canyon Trail Mix.
Okay, that's a great name, by the way.
Thank you, thank you.
Trail Mix.
And so those beers that we're going to feature, we've got a wheat beer that is made with about a little over 60% wheat, and it's a very light, refreshing beer. Our second beer in the pack is an American Pilsner. It's a true lager. So it's a different style of beer where it's fermented at a little colder temperature, and then it's also stored or lagered for 45 days.
Wow, as opposed to?
As opposed to more like 15 to 18 days for the ales.
Okay.
Next in our pack is a Sunset Amber.
That this guy down here?
Yes, uses a lot of very medium roasted and dark roasted malts. Also has some caramel malt in it, so there's certainly a little sweetness to it.
I'm not a beer fan. I mean, I'm more of a wine connoisseur, but just by you describing it, I'm getting pretty excited.
Yeah, this amber ale has really been very popular for us. It's won a couple gold medals at some beer festivals, so people really enjoy it.
So when folks go to the beer festival, are you going to be selling the beers there, or just people?
Yeah, basically there's a fee to get in, and then folks buy tickets for different tastes of beer at different booths. So you can buy a variety of different packages for how many pours you get.
Okay, great. Well, we're going to have all of the information on our website, and we also want to let everybody know that you can get Grand Canyon beer here locally at Total Wine. And
right, we're in all of the big supermarkets and the Total Wines, the Bevmos, the Whole Foods, all of those kind of places.
Great, so folks can try it out for themselves. Thank you very much. I know it's going to be a great, cool event. There's the information. The Big Red Pour is Friday, August 5th. From 4 to 10, and then Saturday, you guys are going to be out there from noon to 10, and it's at the Pepsi Amphitheater that's in Flagstaff, and it's $10 for admission. Again, we are going to have everything on our website, so if you want to head up there, you'll have all the info that you need.